Glammies, and welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy Glam. Thank you for stopping by. If you are new to my channel, welcome so much. Thank you for clicking on this video and watching it with this. Sounds so cheesy. What is it on my face? What's up, Glammies, and welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy Glam. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you are new to my channel, then welcome. If you are already a part of the Mandy Glam family, then welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel for another video. You guys know how grateful I am to have you as my subscribers, and I really do appreciate you guys so much, so thank you. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite floral fragrances, okay? So fam, like, y'all know I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Okay, so there's really no way of getting around florals and fragrances. I mean, let's just be real. Like, I have to tell myself that all the time. There's always going to be some type of floral note in a fragrance, because that's just the origin of fragrances. You know, there's some type of floral in a fragrance. I think what bothers me the most is when a fragrance is over floral. You know what I'm saying? Where there's too much of floral going on. Like, if the fragrance is like a big bouquet of a floral arrangement, it just becomes too much for me and too overwhelming. It has to be something special going on in that floral fragrance for me to enjoy it and actually like it. When it comes to me picking florally fragrances, I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm gonna roll with it, florally fragrances, I have to be very particular in the fragrance that I get. There has to be something in it that really makes me just be like, wow, I cannot pass this fragrance up. Like, I have to buy it, I need it in my collection or whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. This is in no particular order. Some of these I've had in my collection for a while, and others are recently added into my collection. Okay, so my first one was actually a very big surprise to me. As to tell you the truth, like, honestly, I didn't think I would enjoy this fragrance. This fragrance was suggested to me by a sales associate in Sephora. One day I was shopping for a fragrance, and he said, you should try this. You should try this. This is Twilly by Hermes. Okay, this is the original Twilly. I know there is a flanker in the red bottle that I actually want to smell. I don't think I smelled it the day I was smelling fragrances. He just handed me this one, the original, and to be honest with you guys, it was love at first sniff. Now, I sprayed it and I kept smelling it, and I was like, the floral in this fragrance is very familiar to me. Why can I not place what flower this is? So of course I went on Fragrantica and looked it up, and it was tuberose. Well, I'm not the biggest fan of tuberose. The way it's blended in this fragrance is really nice. The other combination in this fragrance is ginger and I want to say vanilla, if I'm not mistaken. And the ginger with the tuberose and the vanilla, is it vanilla or sandalwood? I can't remember. I think it may be sandalwood. Let me just check right quick. Yes, it is sandalwood too. Okay, yeah. So it's vanilla and sandalwood. I love those combinations together, because the vanilla gives it something creamy, and the sandalwood with the ginger gives it like a little touch of spice almost, but nothing overwhelming. Okay, nothing like crazy. Yeah, the tuberose is super prominent in this fragrance, so if you're not a fan of tuberose, I think you should definitely smell this before you spend your money on it and buy it. I would not blind buy this fragrance because of the tuberose note in this fragrance. I know this is a popular fragrance amongst a lot of YouTubers, and I happen to like it as well, but again, I would not blind buy this fragrance. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest. Do not blind buy this fragrance. Smell it first, see if you like it, and if you want to go on some sites to find it cheaper, you might even get lucky and find this fragrance in TJ Maxx, because I saw it in TJ Maxx in a gift set and I passed it up because I didn't know what it smelled like. But yeah, the star of the show is definitely Miss Tuberose. Okay, all right, so moving on to my next fragrance. This is one I bought actually by accident because I was trying to get the other flanker of this fragrance, but when I got it home, y'all, when I smelled it in the car, because y'all know what I like to do when I shop at TJ Maxx. In case you're new to my channel and you don't know nothing about me, I love shopping for fragrances at TJ Maxx, okay? Because I'm cheap and I don't want to pay full price for anything if I don't have to. So I love finding gems at TJ Maxx. Like, that literally makes my day if I find a popular fragrance at TJ Maxx for the low. Like, I'm happy for the rest of the day, okay? Like Florabotanica by Balenciaga. Now, I had a little, not really call it a decant. I had a little sample of the Rosa Botanica by Balenciaga, and I really enjoyed it, and I had it years ago. I don't know exactly when this fragrance came out, but I'm pretty sure it's been out for several years, okay? At least 5. That's what I'm thinking. It is really, really good. Very appropriate for this time of the year, but this is giving me, like, right now I can tell my nose is starting to act up. That's another thing about floral, really florally fragrances. They tend to trigger my allergies, but I don't care. I will suffer for my art, okay? I will pop an Allegra or a Zyrtec honey and keep it moving, seriously. But this one is a very strong floral bouquet fragrance, okay? There's also notes of something green in this fragrance, like a leafy green note. I know there is cannabis in here. And this doesn't smell like weed. I just want y'all to know that, okay? Just in case you've heard that before, somebody else has said it as well. It does not smell like weed, but there is a cannabis note in this fragrance. But the flower that sticks out to me the most in this fragrance is rose, okay? But it's a really nice rose. It's not vintagey at all. Vintagey, okay? It's not vintagey. It's not vintage at all, but it is there, okay? You do smell it, and I actually happen to like it. This fragrance is definitely appropriate for the spring and summer months. I guess you could wear it on a date night. Also, I want to mention that in the dry down, it does come off a little powdery. So if you're not into powdery notes or anything like that, you might not like this one. But
sorry, my wig.
Okay. Can you close it all the way? And I don't even know. I was interrupted. What was I saying? God dog it. I hate when people interrupt me. The longevity on this is amazing, and the projection is off the chain. Right, so my next fragrance is from the house of Versace, and this is Versace Eros pour Femme. Happens to be one of my favorite fragrances, and I've been saying that I'm going to re-up on this fragrance, and I haven't yet. I need to write this down on my fragrance wish list. Y'all can see, like, the bottle is almost done, okay? Man, this is a good one. This is so sexy, sophisticated, elegant. This could easily become someone's signature scent. Perfect for, honestly, I think it's more appropriate for spring and summer, but because it has a very elegant presence to it, I think you can wear it any time of the year. Honestly, it's just a really good fragrance. I believe the floral that sticks out the most to me in this fragrance may be magnolia or gardenia and maybe some jasmine, but let's just see how close I am with that. So the star of in this fragrance is the jasmine. Yeah, it has 2 types of jasmine in this fragrance. Actually, is jasmine sandback and jasmine. There's also lemon blossom in this fragrance. It looks like a white flower as well with like green leaves. But you know what else is in this fragrance that I love more than anything is ambroxan. Man, I love ambroxan. I think ambroxan may be something synthetic that they add to fragrances, but every last single fragrance that I have, and if it has ambroxan in it, I'm in love with it instantly. Ambroxan, what else may be a synthetic note? Benzoin. I don't know if benzoin is synthetic or not, but there's no benzoin in here, but there's ambroxan. And I feel like that's what gives it a more of a oomph, more of a sexiness. It just makes the fragrance just like push through. You know what I'm saying? The longevity is amazing. The projection is off the chain. This is just a really, really good fragrance. So if you happen to see this fragrance in any of the discount stores, I would highly recommend you get this. I would definitely blind buy this fragrance if you are a sophisticated woman. You know, you're into nice things, you dress up very professionally at work. I would say this would be amazing, like an amazing fragrance for you. It just comes off just so elegant and just so lovely, just so nice. It's just beautiful. Okay, so the next one I want to talk about is from the house of Narciso Rodriguez, and this is Narciso Poudree. I'm always talking about Narciso by Narciso Rodriguez, but this was also highly talked about on YouTube. I want to say this time last year. People loved this fragrance. Okay, this is a white floral fragrance that is sweet and powdery with some musk. Okay, you know, this one does remind me a lot of the Narciso. But the Poudree, the difference is, to me, this one is a little bit more sweeter than the Narciso in the white cube. All right, so in this one you have jasmine, rose, and orange blossom. You know, orange blossom is nice. I like orange blossom. I think when it comes to florals, I'm starting to like jasmine a lot, and rose, depending on how it's blended in the fragrance. And orange blossom can sometimes come off a little vintagey to me, like a vintage fragrance. I don't know, it may be just me, but I smell it more than the jasmine and the rose. Yeah, definitely. This is orange blossom for real, for real. So in the dry down, you have coumarin, cedar, vetiver, and patchouli. Also in the middle, you have musk. You know, I contribute me changing my mind on floral fragrances actually to this brand, because the way he does it is just so amazing. It's like, even though it's a white floral, a very floral type of fragrance, just him adding the musk in the fragrance and the vetiver and the patchouli and, you know, notes like that, it just changes my mind on how I feel about florals. I hope I'm making sense to y'all, because some floral fragrances can be very vintagey, very old smelling, and even though the orange blossom in here to me gives it almost like a vintagey vibe, I still like it. I still cut for it, because it does remind me a lot of the white cube. I'm not gonna lie, it reminds me of the white cube. And this is Bella Essence by Oscar de la Renta. Y'all, this one is, oh my god, y'all, if y'all see this one out at the discount stores, I would highly recommend you scoop it up. This reminds me of Something Gold by Oscar de la Renta, but there is ambroxan in here, or benzoin, and it amped up this fragrance for me, and I just love it so much. I think the floral in this fragrance is it magnolia or jasmine? Let's see. So the floral in this fragrance is jasmine and rose, okay? And there's ambroxan in here, musk and patchouli. In the top, you get raspberry, grapefruit, and red currant. You guys, this one is so good. And also, let's talk about this bottle. This bottle is absolutely gorgeous. I'm just saying. Definitely one of those transitional fragrances from the winter time to springtime, because you know we still have some cool nights, so every day is not always hot right now. I know at least where I'm at, it's not always hot. There's something very sparkly about this fragrance. When I smell it, it instantly makes me happy. It changes my mood. It just really uplifts me and puts me into just a happier spirit. It's just something very beautiful about this fragrance. I love the jasmine in this fragrance. The jasmine is very prominent in this fragrance, and it is very, very beautiful. The jasmine with the vanilla makes the jasmine so sweet. It's like a sweet jasmine smell, and that ambroxan, baby, kicks it up 10 notches. 10 notches. So good, so good. I love this fragrance that I'm gonna talk about next. It was very, very surprising to me. It has tuberose in it. And you know, before I started my YouTube channel, I would watch a lot of YouTube videos of fragrance, mostly fragrance reviews, and people would always talk about this bubble gummy tuberose. And I would be like, child, I've yet to find me a bubble gummy tuberose. Like, I don't know why y'all keep saying it's tuberose, it's bubble gummy. Tuberose is not sweet at all. I just didn't know. I didn't know what people was talking about until I got my hands on this one, and I said, oh, that's what y'all talking about. L'Interdit by Givenchy, my favorite tuberose fragrance to this day, hands down. This is one of the sweetest tuberose fragrances I've ever smelled, and I'm just, oh my god, I love the original L'Interdit. This is the intense version, by the way. Oh my goodness, you talking about a sweet tuberose? This thing is sweet. Ooh, it's nice, man. I think out of the Twilly, the tuberose in the Twilly and the tuberose in here, I prefer this one. This one is still beautiful, but this one though, it's good. It's so good. Okay, let me see what the notes are real quick. Tuberose is the main, one of the main floral notes in here, and also orange blossom. Definitely can smell that orange blossom. I definitely can smell the orange blossom in here. It does not outshine the tuberose though. The tuberose is definitely the star in this fragrance. Also, the vanilla, patchouli, and vetiver. All the things that I love in a fragrance. Let it be. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to realize. If it's done the way I like it, I love it. You know, it has to be done in a certain way. That patchouli, the vetiver, the vanilla with the tuberose and the orange blossom, like a hint of orange blossom. Man, and at the top you have a little bit of black pepper. It's not a lot. It's not, you know, it doesn't stick out a lot. It's just the right amount. This is just a really good fragrance, y'all. Like, I was super surprised that I would like this fragrance as much as I do. Man, this is bae right here. Like, I love this. I could drench myself in this fragrance. Seriously, it is so good. There's another note in here that kind of gives the fragrance something like almost like a nutty smell to it, in that sesame seed oil or sesame. It looks like sesame seeds. If you have this, or you're thinking about getting it, I would say get it, girl. Last but not least, my favorite rose fragrance is Delina Exclusive by Parfums de Marly. I was on the hunt for a perfect rose fragrance for me to fit my personality and, you know, what I want in a fragrance, and it just so had happened to be this fragrance. It just happens to be this fragrance. Of course, I knew it was going to be something expensive because I have expensive taste. Did I want to spend what I spent on it? No. But was it worth it? Yes. The main floral note in this fragrance is rose. It's actually the only floral note in this fragrance according to Fragrantica. And also I think the reason why I like it so much is because it's just rose and it's not mixed with any other florals. And instead of them mixing it with florals, they mix it with oud and incense. Baby, I just feel like they made this fragrance with me in mind, okay? Like somebody was thinking like, let me just do rose, oud, and incense. Like we ain't got to put nothing else in it. People gonna love it. And man, I love this fragrance to the moon and back. It is just absolutely gorgeous. This is the perfect rose fragrance for me. Now prior to this one, I thoroughly enjoyed Chloe by Chloe. That was my ultimate rose fragrance. But now that I have this one, oh my God, you guys, I just can't get enough of it. It's just everything for me. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so those were my favorite floral fragrances. Of course, at the moment, you know, it could change in 6 months. You never know. It could probably change in like a month. You never know. Comment down below. Let me know what your favorite floral fragrances are, and recommend some that you think I should try. Also, if you've made it all the way through this video, hit the thumbs up button, okay? Guys, when y'all hit the thumbs up button, it lets me know that you guys really appreciate the content that I'm bringing you and you enjoy me. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bells. That way you don't miss out on any videos that I put out or any lives that I do, because I am going to be doing more lives with y'all, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you had a blessed weekend. I hope you have a blessed week, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.